Hola chula, ¿cómo está? Muy bien. Today, we're going to read Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse. Help, help, a mouse. There was a scream, then a crash. Cups, saucers, and spoons were flying in all directions. Alexander ran for his hole as fast as he could, and as fast as his little legs would carry him. There he goes running. He spilled the dishes. All Alexander wanted was a few crumbs, and yet every time they saw him, they would scream for help or chase him with a broom. One day, when there was no one in the house, Alexander heard a squeak in Annie's room. He sneaked in, and what did he see? Another mouse. But not an ordinary mouse like himself. Instead of legs, it had 2 wheels. "Who are you?" asked Alexander. There's Alexander, and there's his new friend. "I am Willie," he said, "the wind-up mouse, Annie's favorite toy. They wind me to make me run around in circles. They cuddle me, and at night I sleep on a soft white pillow between the doll and a woolly teddy bear. Everyone loves me." "They don't care much about me," said Alexander, sadly, but he was happy to have found a friend. "Let's go to the kitchen and look for crumbs," he said. "Oh, I can't," said Willie. I can only move when they wind me up. But I don't mind. Everyone loves me." There he is sleeping in his bed, the blanket and the pillow. And he's even got brown bear. Alexander, too, came to love Willie. He went to visit him whenever he could. He told him of his adventures with brooms, flying saucers, and mousetraps. Willie talked about the penguin, the woolly bear, and mostly about Annie. The 2 friends spent many happy hours together. There they are playing. But when he was alone in the dark, out of his hideout, Alexander thought of Willie with envy. "Ah," he sighed, "why can't I be a wind-up mouse like Willie and be cuddled and loved?" There he is in his little hideout. One day, Willie told a strange story. "I've heard," he whispered mysteriously, "that in the garden at the end of the pebble path, close to the blackberry bush, there lives a magic lizard who can change one animal to another." "Do you mean," said Alexander, "that he could change me into a wind-up mouse like you?" There they are talking. That very afternoon, Alexander went into the garden and ran to the end of the path. "Lizard, lizard," he whispered, and suddenly there stood before him, full of colors, flowers, and butterflies, a large lizard. "Is it true you could change me into a wind-up mouse?" asked Alexander. "When the moon is round," said the lizard, "bring me a purple pebble." And there's Mr. Lizard, and Alexander talking to him. For days and days, Alexander searched the garden for a purple pebble. In vain. He found yellow pebbles, blue pebbles, green pebbles, but not one tiny purple pebble. He's searching, but he can't find a pebble. At last, tired and hungry, he returned to the house. In a corner of the pantry, he saw a box full of old toys, and there between blocks and broken dolls was Willie. What happened? Said Alexander, so surprised. See him in the box? Alexander's watching him. Willie told him a sad story. It had been Annie's birthday. There had been a party, and everyone had bought a gift. The next day, Willie sighed. Many of the old toys were dumped in this box. We will all be thrown away. Alexander was almost in tears. Poor Willie. He thought, but then suddenly something caught his eye. Could it really be? Yes, it was. It was a purple pebble. All excited, he ran to the garden. The previous pebble, the precious pebble, tied in his arms. There was a full moon out, and Alexander stopped near the blackberry bush. Lizard, lizard, in the bush, he called quickly. The leaves rustled, and there stood the lizard. The moon is round, the pebble found, said the lizard. Who or what do you wish to be? I want to be. Alexander stopped. And suddenly he said, Lizard, lizard, could you change Willie into a mouse like me? The lizard blinked. There was a blinding light, and then all was quiet, and the purple pebble was gone. There he is, with the lizard again, and his pebble. Alexander ran back to the house as fast as he could in the night. There's Alexander running. The box was there, but alas, it was empty. Too late, he thought. And with a heavy heart, he went to his hole in the baseboard. There's the box, and it's empty. Something squeaked. Cautiously, Alexander moved closer to the hole. There was a mouse inside. Who are you? Said Alexander, a little frightened. My name is Willie, said the mouse. There's Alexander, and there's Willie's little bitty tail. Willie cried, Alexander, the lizard. The lizard did it. He hugged Willie, and they ran to the garden path, and there they danced until dawn. And that's it. That's Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse. Next book we have is Spot's Birthday Party. Spot's Birthday Party. It's Spot's birthday. Let's play hide and seek. 1, 2, 3. And then they're playing hide and seek, like you started doing. Ready or not, here comes Spot. Here comes Spot. And boom, not yet. Spot has found someone behind the curtain. Who could it be? That was quick, said the bear. And someone in the cupboard. Who could it be? Oh, hiss, said the snake. Come out, Spot can see you. Who's in the shower? And it's a hippo. Isn't it fun? Somebody giggled. Look under the coat, he said. And who could it be? It's penguins. That's a silly way to hide, Spot said, as he looked at the lion under the bush. No, it isn't, said the lion. Spot knows who's behind the door. Who could it be? How did you find me? Said the monkey. Who's that? Under the table, he said. Shh, don't tell Spot. It's the dog. Calm down, Spot. Calm down. Look at him go. It's like you, Mariquita. I'm last, said the turtle. And then everyone said, happy birthday, Spot, and thank you. And there's all his friends wishing him happy birthday and saying thank you. And that's the end. I hope you have a happy birthday, Mariquita, and you have a good day. And I love you very much. And can't wait to be home to see you and Mama. I love you. Bye-bye.